It's 100.3 WR&B. I'm K Foxx, hanging out with BJ the Chicago Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. I think you're super dope.
Thank you.
I first saw your live performance with my boy Ro James.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good friend of mine. And I was wondering how you guys are going to flip-flop this situation, because it's kind of like you guys are both so soulful R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like, well, how are they going to make this a little different? It was like a tag team performance.
Yeah.
Y'all did it right here in Philly.
Mm-hmm. It was like one of the easiest tours for me, actually, man. To have somebody out there to throw the ball to and catch it, same vice versa, I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Ro are good friends as well, so it just makes it even more easier. So it was like it was a no-brainer.
So talk to me about this new LP, 11/23, which is your birthday, right?
Yeah, it started after my birthday.
Okay.
11/23.
Was that Sag?
Yeah, Sagittarius.
Oh, Sages. Oh my God. Oh boy, you guys are out
what
there.
That mean? Where are we? Out where?
Well, my brother's a Sag, and so is my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are very adventurous, eclectic.
Sound like we A1 so far.
Players.
Sound like we A1 so far.
What else, you guys?
That's all I can say. One of the coolest cats in the room.
You could be cool, but crazy. There's a crazy side to Sages too.
This world is crazy. You got to be crazy. You got to stay dangerous, like YG say. Stay dangerous.
So 11/23, talk to me about it.
Yeah, 11/23. It's the latest body of work. Everybody on there from Afrojack to Anderson .Paak to Rick Ross to Buddy Jig, Ken Jams, Eric Bellinger. I mean, that's just to name a few, but we've pretty much given our all into it ever since 11/23. We wrapped up. Since In My Mind, it's been like a never-ending album until 11/23 came out. So I've been honestly waiting for this moment for a long time. Our shows have been even more iller with the 11/23 songs incorporated into the show. So it's just another growth of BJ, another dimension of who I am.
Yeah, I think it's a different dimension because Afrojack is a different type of artist, a different genre, and you did such a good job of having these different type of artists like Rick Ross and Eric Bellinger, and then bringing them all into one album. What was the phone call like when who hit? Like, did you hit a Ross or did you hit him? What was the situation with you and Ross?
Cool and Dre did the song.
What up, Cool and Dre?
Yeah, exactly. Cool and Dre, they like brothers of mine, man. I went out to Miami maybe about 4 days or something.
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
at their studio, Cool and Dre's.
The first day I was there, I didn't even go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I literally worked for probably about 24 hours.
Wow.
And then I went back to my hotel and then figured it out. But when we got back to LA, I thought the song was incredible. I just wanted to find another niche. I felt like it was another place we could take it. And knowing Cool and Dre's relationship with Rick Ross, I thought it was incredible if they could have put in the call. And they did. I'm actually on songs with Rick Ross via other people. But it's pretty amazing to have him on a song like that. I think Rick Ross is an incredible rapper. And I think he's an incredible beat picker, too. I think he knows how to pick his music. And I think...
But Ross likes to ride and smoke and chill. You know, he get his grown man on.
He a Sagittarius.
Why you looking at me like that? I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I'm just letting you know that's what we do as players. Players don't want all the attention. We just want to chill and be cool in the room and just vibe out. When the vibe switch, we switch. When our show go off that channel, we change the channel. That's what players do.
How did the collaboration with you and Afrojack happen?
Me and Afro was we was in the studio one particular day. They invited us. We scheduled it for one day. At the end of that day, he's like, "Y'all want to come back tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah." At the end of that day, he's like, "You want to come back tomorrow?" It's like, "Yeah." So like one day turned into like 5 days of work. It was our first time meeting him. It was his first time meeting us. I think it was just a natural bond that just happened. I think the way he thinks, the way he teaches us his side of the game as well, I think is incredible. I've always been a fan of it. I've always wanted to work with him. So this was just one of the songs that we wanted to give you guys this fast, but we have a lot more.
Oh,
we have 5 days worth of songs. So,
okay.
Yeah, we just gave y'all one.
So we'll be expecting more. From that.
Please.
Now, one of the first songs that caught my attention from you was "Church in the Morning." Those lyrics are so real to me because I felt like I was the girl that was in that song. Tempting. I was the muse. You know what I mean?
That's what it was.
What space were you in when you were writing that song? What was your vibe at that time?
Just honestly, just creating. Just creating, trying to make something very unique, trying to make something very standalone, trying to make something that will last the test of time. Most of all, something that was me.
You've been in that position a few times.
Yeah, it still happen. I just got to make it home in enough time to go to church. I ain't say I wasn't going to chill. I ain't say I wasn't going to hang. Yeah.
I've done that before, but when I went to church, it was like being hungover in church is like the worst.
Yeah, being hungover at home is still the same worst.
No. I'd rather be hungover at home than at church.
You might as well put forth some effort. Hey, man, at least the church might bring you back a little faster. Or, hey, man, this a new day and age. You turn on TV.
This is true.
Yeah.
You don't even have to leave home to go to church.
Yeah.
So talk to me about what's next. You got this project going on. You're going on a tour, right? A 23-city tour?
I'm not. I don't count the cities.
Okay.
I think it's more than 23 cities. But, yeah, we about to go on tour in another 2.5 weeks. We go to Japan in another couple days.
Have you been?
Yeah, about 5 times.
Okay.
One of my favorite places on earth.
Tell me why.
Everything about it. Tell me why it ain't.
Yeah.
Everything about
I've
it.
never been to Japan, so it just fascinates me how much they embrace the culture and the music.
Everything in Japan is everything you're going to love. It's not like you're going to love one thing of Japan. I love people watching. I love the fashion. I love the food. I love the atmosphere. I love the air. Japan is a beautiful place inside and out, no matter how you look at it, what angle you stand in. It's a gorgeous place, man. Even with the food, like their government don't even allow them to put that type of stuff in their food. Our food is allowed to take place. But I just think Japan is a place where it allows you to just open your mind on every aspect. You know what I'm saying? And I got friends out there too, so it makes it like 5 times.
Okay. I'm sure the party scene is kind of out there.
Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. They got everything we got.
Now, there's all these lists that are coming out. The top 5 this, the top 50 MCs, the top producers, the top R&B this, da-da-da. And people love debating on lists.
But who has the microphone though? Like who's talking? Who's writing? Who has the pen and the paper to write a list? If it's a weirdo writing a list, I ain't even in the conversation. I don't want to be in the room with them. I only want to have that conversation with somebody that really get it.
Yeah.
I don't waste my time talking. I do this part. I'm not finna play with my job with a lame like that. No,
yes.
I'm cool.
So if you had to create your own list and put it out there tomorrow, your top 5 R&B greatest singers of all time.
It'll take me at least a day to do it.
Top 3.
It'll take me a day to do it.
Nobody that you just gravitate towards off the top of your dome?
Then it'll be another 3. Then it'll be another 3.
Okay, give me a random list. Give me a random list.
It'll be 9. And 2, like with real singers, a lot of them aren't people that you've heard.
Okay.
A lot of them are playground legends. They probably grew up in our church that are out singing everybody with a deal.
Yeah.
Like you know how I go in our community? Like we know the killers of vocals, but they don't always get deals. They don't always get the biggest recognition. Some of them probably had a deal and it had been done wrong and don't never want to deal again. But the real singers ain't got deals.
Yeah.
I ain't supposed to have a deal because I sing some of them niggas under the table too.
Oh.
I probably ain't supposed to have one too. Nah, it's just real though. Like singing is not just like you have people that walk in the studio, they get a piece of paper, somebody tell them this is how I want you to sing this song. Sit with this recording for 5 minutes, I'll be back in here to record you. That don't never happen in my session.
Okay.
Nah, it comes from real place. All of my stuff starts from silence. You know what I'm saying? So I've always took singing and vocals very serious. That was the first thing I had musically. That's the only instrument I had. So it's hard to talk to me about a certain level of singing when I'm only talking about top tier.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, I would want to know who would you give credit to.
But they more playground legends. So
and that's fine.
Like,
shout them out. They might not ever
know
get
who they are. I think every time I do that, people go searching and it's nowhere to search. It's like somebody I know that's in Chicago. So but I think the statement follows through with the question alone. The best singers are playground legends, man. But the best singers are still in our communities right now.
Do you still train vocally? I know Betty Wright, when I was in Miami, I formed a relationship with her, and there's a lot of singers that still train with her to this day, like professional singers. Do you still train your voice vocally?
I sing every day. Still. Yeah, still. Daily.
Okay, well, 11:23. I checked out the project.
What you like? What you think about it? What you like?
I think it's dope. I think that this is so eclectic, and it's R&B and it's hip hop and it's soulful, and I think you're super dope. I think lyrically,
I'm happy you like the project.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Only because when you think about R&B artists today, it's not just about how many chicks you get in bed. It's storytelling. It's the vibe. Where do you take me? Can I escape to your music?
I think the same thing too.
You know. And so when people say R&B, you got to where does R&B come from? Like you said, what type of vibe are you going to, like, I'm a Marvin Gaye, I'm a D'Angelo. Like, I'm in that vein.
You want
know
that
what
top tier, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So when I'm comparing the R&B, it depends on what vibe you want to be in. You can have your turn up R&B, but then when you really want that soulful, deep searching, has a message, or even if you just want to get sexy time.
I like both, but I think it's just a time in my life for either one.
Okay.
It's a time where I want to turn up. It's a time where I want to chill. It's a time where I want to just vibe. But then it's a time where I don't want to hear no music. Mm-hmm. I probably turn on Nat Geo and just chill.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're a little bit of a geek.
I'm a well-rounded guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not mad at that. Mm-hmm. Well, you will be in Philly for the tour in October.
Yep.
And I'll be there. You guys will make sure that'll happen?
Yes, we're going to make sure. Jason?
He doesn't look too sure. What are we doing here? October? Okay.
He said we straight.
Thanks for coming through, BJ. The Chicago kid. I appreciate that.
Always love. Philly's like a third home of mine, fourth home of mine. I used to be here all the time.
All right.
Yeah, I used to work with Dre Vidal here in the city, this very city, all the time. 13th and Green. I used to be everywhere, all through this city.
What's your favorite spot to go eat?
The first thing I ate was some sleep. They lost my bag at the airport.
Oh,
Shame
no.
on them. Yeah, that's why I'm in here dressed like this. Yeah, go ahead, look at me, camera. Yeah,
I thought you was fresh from the island somewhere.
Nah, I'm fresh from sleep because I slept on the plane and this way I had to come in.
I mean, you colorful. I'm digging the vibe.
I'm still thugging, though. I mean, you ain't gonna catch me with my pants down, but still.
So what they say about your bag?
I told them it better be here by 2:00. No, I'm just kidding. Steve said it'll be here by 2:00.
Oh.
I tried to be nice with the guy. You saw him trying to give me a hard time this morning, Steve. He told me, the guy told me I need to wake up. I said, who the fuck you talking to?
Who said that? The guy from the TSA?
Yeah, I said, I'm half sleepy, man. He'll answer the rest of the questions. Now, the guy from American Airlines. I said, man, I'm half sleep, bro. He'll answer any of the questions, bro. My head just, I was really trying not to snap because they lost my bag.
Yeah. And you got stuff to do.
So I said, just talk to Steve. You need to wake up. I said, he walk up out this room because he don't even know what I'm going through in real life. I ball this man up on his job. But yeah, God is good. He's still working on me.
You said God is good?
He's so good. This just turned to a gospel station. God is so good. He working on me.
I see him. I see both sides. I see it.
I'm having a good time trying to be a better man.
Good for you.
Am. I'm having a good time walking away from stuff. I'm having a good time not turning the desk upside down. Having a good time not sending nobody to the hospital. It feels pretty cool.
Well, you know what? We appreciate that because in this day and age, somebody will catch you on camera and boom, you in jail.
But
there's
the whole
video
thing is,
phones everywhere.
The whole thing is, if Rodney King got filmed getting beat, then and it wasn't like evidence, hey, I'm gonna see if the same thing worked for me.
You know it ain't. You see what color skin you are. You know how that goes.
He got to say he was darker than me. He was darker than me. We saw him getting beaten. They was like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't what y'all saying it is. So hopefully I get the same.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna keep trying, man. I'm gonna keep fighting. I want to be a better person.
I really hope that you get your bag. And
me too.
Be careful because
I just go get some water ice to make me feel better. It'll put a smile on my face.
They're a little grimy at the TSA though. I'm not gonna lie. What'd you have in your bag?
All of them are grimy. All of them.
They are, but Philly's a different entity.
Nah, I think any city that that's not Paris is just going. You work at the airport, you won't in on something.
Yes, you do.
Not just my bag. Any come up. The airport is the block. That's what we said.
That's
true.
Airport
is like the block.
That is true.
Don't drop nothing.
Anybody could get it.
Yeah, anybody could get it. But
right.
I just got some Air Max, some ones. It's a real chill day.
No jury in there?
Nah, nothing like that.
Okay.
Nah. And if it was, hey man, thank God I got a job. I go get it again.
Exactly. 11/23.
Indeed.
The LP.
Yep.
BJ the Chicago Kid. Thanks for coming through and being so honest and open. Despite
sure.
Your bag not being here.
Because my spirit, it's gonna be right.
It's gonna be right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.